Respected judges, chairperson, everyone, good morning. This House believes that child mortality can be reduced by ensuring the survival of mother and her health. We agree to that, but first, let me define what is child mortality. Child mortality is the death of infants and children under the age of 5. And you know where it happens most? In low-income countries where families live in rural areas, they are poor and they are uneducated, which means that mother is poor and they are unhealthy and they are uneducated. Now, let me tell you what. Child mortality, 1/3 of child mortality occur within the first month of their life when mother plays the most important role here. How can she have a child? Breastfeeding. That is the key point here. By breastfeeding her baby, she gives breast milk to her baby, and what breast milk is the strongest foundations of her life, of the baby's child. And it helps to strengthen the health of the baby and it strengthens the immune system. Do you know what immune system is? Let my teammate explain to you soon. Now the second part, and it is very interesting, is HIV. Child mortality happens most in Southeast Asia and Africa, where the number of HIV infected is also high. That means that child mortality happens in those areas. That means that those child there doesn't have mother. And study shows that motherless children have greater risk of dying. That is what we want to prove to you. What important here is we need the survival and the presence of mother and the healthiness of mother so that children can survive and we can reduce the number of children dying every year. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Team Captain from Competition Team.
His Excellency, judges, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Thamri Monica, a debater from the Baseline Education Group. And today my group will against the topic. This House believes that child mortality can be reduced by ensuring the survival and improve health of mother. My group major ideas are: child mortality can be reduced by educating the mother to know how to take care of herself before, while, and after she delivers her baby. And another one is child mortality can be reduced by practice how to born and save the children from being dead. And in order to clearly understand, I would like to define 3 key terms. The first one is child mortality. According to Oxford Dictionary, refer to the death of children or infants under the age of 5. And another one is ensuring the survival. According to the United Nations definition, refer to the program that have to serve the mother and the baby after delivery. And the last one is improve health of mother. According to the UN definition, refer to the program that have the mother before and after deliver her baby. Therefore, the motion means that the program that have served and support or have the mother and the baby after delivery can reduce the children mortality. This statement is not completely correct. According to my team has researched, it's not only this program can reduce it, but it also includes the education of mother and the help from other. Thank you.
Good morning. As my team captain has said, 4 billion children per year die because of poor nutritional to eat a healthy food like the crop, the vegetable, the fruit, and all the healthy things that can make the nutrient and send the nutrient and vitamin to her baby. And the baby can get the nutrient and the nutrient vitamin from the mother and can make the baby when it is given birth by birth. So the first thing that to do is before the pregnant woman is giving birth, we should teach them what to do and to eat healthy things, not to do the life thing, not to do the healthy thing, to do the life thing, just to make sure that when she is giving birth, she will be good and she will be well. And the next point is that when she is giving birth, she needs to know her best. We need to teach them that, when you are giving birth, you need to go to the hospital to get the job and to go to clinic. And it is what to reduce the child mortality. She needs to go to the hospital, not just to give birth at home. It is risky and it makes the mother become risky. Mother and the child can be died for easily. And it is about this point. We can see that now the child mortality is being rise because it is because the mother is uneducated, and the mother what she should do is we need to educate them to go to when she's given birth. She needs to go to hospital because hospital have the quality and hospital have enough technique to make the child given birth by birth, and it is not risky for the child also. And my last point is after giving birth. After giving birth, we need to teach the mother what is this that they need to meet, and not just we teach not just to improve her health, but we need to teach her that she should eat healthy things that she can when after the birth the baby is breathing, and the breastfeeding is very important to make the child be healthy. So the God, thank you.
Mom. Everyone loves their mom. I love my mom. Everyone loves their mom. And you are saying that mom is not important? Are you saying you don't love your mom? As my team member have said earlier, breastfeeding is important. Breastfeeding is the strongest foundation of a child's health in the first 2 years. And that means my question is, where do we get breast milk? Just my team member asked you earlier, do you get breast milk from your father? UNICEF can give you breast milk? Of course not. Mother is the only source of breast milk. The healthier the mother, the better quality of the breast milk. The better quality of the breast milk, the healthier the baby. That means we can reduce child mortality. So now, let me introduce to you which is more interesting than that. It is firm maternal mortality. Do you know what is firm maternal mortality? Let me tell you. Firm maternal mortality is the death of mother during or after the delivery of the baby. And maternal mortality has the highest rate in Africa and Southeast Asia. Child mortality also has the highest rate in Africa and Southeast Asia. That means HIV-infected mothers has the highest rate in Africa and Southeast Asia in this region, and leads to maternal mortality. And that also leads to extreme maternal mortality. Research shows that motherless children tend to be at a greater risk of dying than children with mothers. Motherless children have 10 times of dying more than children with mothers. Children who left offended by HIV or AIDS, they tend to die in the first 2 years because they are not having parents. So, by ensuring the survival and improved health of mothers is the key to fight child mortality. It's the key to reduce child mortality. You understand? Great.
Judges, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to address some of the points. We're not talking about our love for our mom. We're talking about child mortality. Can child mortality be cured by the mom? Sure. But can it be all? No. Why? You said about HIV. You said about the risk of diarrhea. But if you do not educate them about that, how are they going to know about it? HIV will be happening every day if the government won't inform people about that. And the vaccine, where the vaccine came from? The government in Cambodia are doing it right now, right? The government are making vaccine happening all over the country. The rural country, they make it affordable, they make it accessible so that the people, those mothers can go there and check her health and take the vaccine. Now, back to my point. To make sure that it is more effective, we do not only just educate them, but we can also encourage them. We can educate them. We can make the mother know about that. But if you don't educate them, if you don't encourage them, how are they going to know? How are they going to go? We encourage them to do what? We encourage them to practice. Practice the hygiene. Why we practice hygiene? Because hygiene are the cause of diarrhea. Hygiene are the cause of measles. Hygiene is the cause of malaria. If we educate them, if we practice it, they will know. And the child will be safe. The child can improve her health. And we not only educate them about that, we educate them about the quote about eat clean, drink clean, live clean. We educate them. We make them practice it. We encourage them. We make sure it's accessible on TV, on the radio. That's how we're going to do that. And we not only educate them, we can make them go there as well. We can make all those technical persons, those medical stuff, they can go and check the mother health when she is already have labor, which is happening every day right now. And the child health are improving. Because when the mother don't know about it, when they don't really being encouraged enough about that, hundreds and hundreds of children are dying. Millions of them are dying because we don't educate them about that. And like I said, medical vaccine, it can be done if we're making it accessible, if we're making it affordable. And that is, judges, is why we still against the motion that to reduce child mortality, we do not need only to focus on mother health. Thank you.
Okay, the second speaker from opposition team. And now please invite Team Quach from proposition team to have a conclusion, and you have 2 minutes to conclude. Thank you.
This House believes that child mortality can reduce by ensuring the survival of mother and her improved health. As we can see here, what we focus on now is child mortality, and what is most important is mother. And what you have said so far is that mother this, mother that. You are focusing on my point. You agree with us that mother is important, that's why you need to educate her. Now, what my teammate want to say here is, by giving breast milk, by healthy mother giving breast milk to her baby, meaning to say that her baby is also going to be healthy. It fights immune system fight diseases. Therefore, by giving breast milk, strengthen the immune system of the baby, then we can fight those diseases that you have mentioned. And by reducing the maternity death, then we can reduce child mortality. That's what we want to focus. And as my team has asked you, don't you love your mother? You're saying that your mother is not important. if you disagree with this topic. We are saying that mother is important, that's why we support her. That's why you're saying that we need to educate her. We need to give her good food, therefore she could be healthy. You agree with us that mother's health is important in reducing child mortality. Now you're doing it and you don't love your mother and you're saying that child mortality is important. I don't know whether you agree with this topic or you disagree with this topic. Please make it clear. And now we are saying that we agree with this topic because mother's health is important and we need her survival. We need her to survive for her baby to survive. That's what we believe and we need you to believe in this so that we can help this ugly world turn it better. We need to heal this world together. We need child mortality to be reduced. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain from Proposition Team. And now please invite Team Captain from Opposition Team to conclude. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, all in all, my group still support that child mortality is not completely reduced by ensuring the survival and improve health of mother. But it also includes the way everybody, the family, the pregnant lady, the father or the mother know about, they're educated about how to survive the mother and the baby. The women themselves have to commit to go to the hospital in order to get vaccinated, medicine, and to get the advice what she should do, what she should eat in order to survive her baby. And make sure that she will deliver her baby at the hospital.
team captain from proposition group, and now please invite opposition team captain from opposition group to talk. Thank you.
Good afternoon once again. I'm from the opposite side. Would like to say no with the parenting license, and my opposite side have failed to define what is parenting license. License is means permit from government, and we have to with license we have to find place, find school, find human resource, find everything to get a piece of paper that I have
speaker from opposition team. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon, and thank you for being here again. And I, as the first speaker from the opposition side, come here to oppose the motion stated that parenting license shall be obtained to reduce the child mortality and maternal death. Ladies and gentlemen, again and again, my opponents seem fail to understand and explain the motion. Actually, parenting license is used to reduce the child mortality and maternal death. So, I, on the opposition side, would like to raise our question to ask. The first one is, if a woman is pregnant without child mortality, without a parenting license, so what do the law solve with that? Do they need to abortion? Do they need to do abortion with that woman? One more thing, in order to keep control the parenting license, do they need to promote or observe all the home, ladies and gentlemen? Now, we go straight to the point. Why we are here to oppose the motion? The first one is poverty. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have explained clearly about the parenting license. Parenting license is also need professor, also need building, also need a lot of facility in order to provide this license. So if we put this parenting license in our country based on our context, so as that through Cambodia have parenting license or not? One more thing. My opponent seems again and again to explain the motion, which means that they always focus on only the overpopulation problem, but actually in the reality, parenting license is about to keep the child mortality and maternal death stay low, and this progress is already low in our world right now because of the effort of WHO, World Health Organization. And again, we as the opposition side are here today to oppose the motion that prospective parents shall be obtain parenting license prior to have children. Thank you.
Thank you, the first speaker from opposition team. Now, please invite the second speaker from opposition team. Thank you.
You know what? You didn't say the topic correctly at the moment. You said it correctly. Parenting license, prospective parents should be obtained parenting license prior to having children. That is the correct topic. But you know what you were saying? You didn't say it correctly. I guess that's the reason why you are opposed to the right topic. Unplanned, unsuccessful parenting is an activity potentially very harmful to children, and we call that child abuse. Do you know how many child abuse that we are divided into? Let me tell you, there are 5 categories of child abuse. First, physically abused. Second, emotionally abused. Third, sexually abused. Fourth, girl child neglect. Fifth, child labor. These are the 5 categories of child abuse. And each year, more than 500,000 children are physically abused or neglected by their parents. And many millions more are sexually abused by their parents. 1/5 to 1/3 of all girls reported to be sexually abused each year. Do you notice how big the number here? It is very big about child abuse. The number here is lots of children were abused because of no control of parents. And that's why we use parenting license to control all of these parents. When there is child abuse, there's many bad Child abuse bear the physical and emotional scars throughout their life. It can turn them into criminals, and most likely, the children will reduce their children in return. For example, your parents abuse you, and chances are you are more likely to abuse your kids again in return. You are clear with that? Africa, Zambia, Nigeria is being planned for the highest rate of sexually abuse. And UK is also. UK in 2010 survey, 5% of boys and 18% of girls was reported to be sexually abused. In USA, 17% of boys and 28% of girls were also reported to be sexually abused. You see how many big numbers here? Thank you.
And now please invite the second speaker from opposition team to talk. Thank you.
Good morning, judges. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, judges, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen here. One thing, my opponent failed to define the word parenting license. They define the word parenting license as one-child policy in China. But look at the motion again, ladies and gentlemen. At the last, they state clearly that prior to having children, if it is a one-child policy, why don't they just put it prior to having a child? And that is the point why I and my teammates strongly say that parenting license means a permit that requires parents to have it before having children, not only one child. Ladies and gentlemen, may I ask you all one question? How many of you down there want to have a parenting license? Ladies and gentlemen, having parenting license means you have to go to that to get the license, like car license or something, just to have your children. But don't you see that children is our own right? We can have it by ourselves. We don't need any license from government. And I really appreciate the point that my opponent has raised about child abuse. But child abuse is decreasing nowadays. Why do you have to put more effort, more money into making parenting license? And if you can do it, we'll use like guarantee that all parents will accept your policy, because this policy is impractical already. One more thing, instead of doing some parenting license, why don't you like put the education into the parents? Because forcing someone means only like put them into prison and they will just do it. Like banning cigarettes, nobody ban it, because we know that that thing cannot be banned. Thank you.
And now please invite the second from opposition group to conclude, and you have 2 minutes to conclude. Thank you.
What were you just saying? Wait, you said poverty. That's the point. Poverty is caused by populations, and by having parenting license, we can control population, thereby we can reduce poverty in our country. And you're saying that, well, child abuse is decreased. Let's take a look at what we're having now. I live next to Russian market, and the baker, they produce babies so that they can make money out of it. If we have parenting license, these people will not be able to do such thing to their child because they don't have enough basic needs for their child. Would you do that to your child? Would you let your brother do that to your nephew, your niece? That's why we need parenting license. We're saying here is simple problems like driving license. You have driving license. Why? You want driving license
And the thing is that we have to improve with the educational system. So we put the parenting license, means that you have to put in the education system. And one of the things that people, parents, that they can't even read the letter, and they want them to go to take a license from government. How come? So the first thing that we have to improve with the educational system first. Moreover, with the high mortality, with the improvement, with the decrease in the population, with the overpopulation in the world, have already put in the informal, also informal already. You have to put it in the parents to take the license. We have to solve problem first. And my opponent side has still failed to tell how to take a parenting license. How? This license has to take from government, from permit from government. So we have to take school, we have to take time, we have to take money, and the people still poor. So we put this, make the country to be poorer and poorer. Lift up in education. So what we have to improve, take the problem first, improve with the education. So ask me on behalf of my team, on the people out there who lack of education, still strongly need the education to improve the developing country. So we still disagree. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. This House believes that women are disproportionately vulnerable to the effect of climate change and natural disaster, where their rights and social economic is not equal to those of men, and we are here and we agree to that. The topic just simply means that whenever there is natural disaster, whether it's earthquake, it's drought, it's flood, women suffer or die more than men. The number of women are higher than the number of men who suffer. And we agree to that. But first, let me come up more with what are those natural disasters. Natural disasters including earthquakes, tsunamis, flood, drought, everything. And it happens and it affects us men, women differently whenever there is gender inequality. Now, to show that there is gender inequality in our society, according to the United Nations, they said that there's no society treats their men and women equally. Even though the right said that men has equal right to women, women has equal right to men, but the truth is, no one is equal in this society. They are equal, but no society treated women as well as men, and we all know that. Now, even though the right said that men and women have equal right, but the value always goes down whenever it comes to women. Why? Now that is gender inequality. And how about socioeconomic? According to the United Nations, 2/3 of the world's women work, but they only get 10% of the world income. That shows that women doesn't get enough and they don't have the equal socioeconomy. Thank you.
And now, please invite the captain from opposition team to talk. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon again. We are here still disagree with the motion that women easily to affect with the natural disaster, also with the climate change because of social economic not equal with the men that are wrong.
from opposition team. Thank you.
Once again, nearly to the end and the last debate show today. And thank you for being here until now. I, the first speaker from the opposite side, come here to oppose the motion said that women are easy to affect to the natural disaster and climate change because their socio-economic and socio-economic stature are not equal to those men. Of course, it is strong, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to say thank you to my opponent that have raised up about gender equality. Of course, you and MDG have put gender equality as the third goal that we need to achieve, and it still stays in the progress, ladies and gentlemen. So, which means that women are weak, naturally weak, as what Martin Captain had mentioned already. So, we strongly believe that women is not equal in the society, is not equal in socio-economic stature, but it is because she is already weak because of her nature. As a can women go to work just like physical work or go to do the farm? Of course not. We need men. So in here, for all in all, women are affected to the natural disaster and climate change because she is already weak from her nature, not because her socio-economic stature is low. Look at Dingla Srivatran. Look at the president of South Korea. They are women, but why they don't affect truly to the natural disaster? It's because that it is nature given fair to us. One more thing. In gender equality, it is also stated clearly that women are weak and they cannot get enough profit in order to help a support when the natural disaster comes. Just look at Japan, tsunami in Japan. So the question is that when the tsunami comes, does the tsunami tell that I kill only men, but I kill only women, but men I will keep them to the life, right? To sum up my point, we as the opposite sides believe that women are disproportionately vulnerable to the effect of natural disaster and climate change. It is because their nature is already weak. Thank you.
What's up, guys? How's it going? Interesting? Fun? Let's be making more. When natural disaster mixed with gender equality, mixed with gender inequality, the question is, who affected the most? Men, women, or equal? The answer is, women affected the most. It is obvious that who depend on nature for their life are most affected, and the majority of them are women, as proven by my team member earlier. Now, let me take you to the other side of this. It is going to be more interesting. Of the total of deaths, people from natural disaster, majority of them are women. Why? Because approximately 2 million poor people, and the majority of them, like 75% of them, are women. Among all uneducated people, 2/3 of them are women. These two factors are the main causes of poor health, which lead women are more vulnerable to natural disaster and climate change. Every natural disaster leaves behind survivors. So what about the survivor? Is there any gender inequality in this bad time too? The answer is yes. of rape were reported in New Orleans, USA in 2005. And women doesn't receive health care. Pregnancy women don't get proper health care. In simple words, it means that women are not even have proper sharing toilets in post-disaster camp. And women are denied and paid less compensation. Sri Lanka government gave $49 to one family after natural disaster. Sri Lanka country count the family, count the man as the family. If the house no man, the family is not existing. And the woman who her husband has died has not given anything. She didn't get anything, not even a penny. According to World Health Research declared that total displaced people after disasters, they are 75% of women. Thank you.
And now please invite the second speaker from opposition team. Yes, thank you.
Good afternoon, Chinese. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I really appreciate the speech from my opponent, but they seem fail to understand the motion, especially the word gender equality. Gender equality means the equality of rights of men and women in society or in family. It doesn't refer to the nature of men or women themselves. One more thing. By what my opponent has said, is it mean that they are saying that women are not allowed to participate in like some social activity? Well, as a real example here, we can see that our perspective has women. Judges down there has women, and the audience here has women too. That is a very good example of gender equality. But we can see that the amount of men and women is not really equal. Why? Because of the education, because of the nature of women themselves, not because of the gender equality. One more thing, my opponent raised that natural disaster and like climate change only affect women, but take a glance at the real example. Is it only women, ladies and gentlemen? Of course not. It is men and women that get affected from natural disaster and climate change. And I believe that is not a really convincing one to convince me, myself, and you to support their motion. One more thing. Ladies and gentlemen, look at after the natural disaster or climate change or some flood, some drought happen. Can you see that some NGO or organization goes to help at the rural area? They give the priority to women, ladies and gentlemen, not men, the older and the children. And that are the reasons why I and my teammates, the opposition side, still strongly oppose this motion. Thank you.
And now please invite team captain from opposition team to have a conclusion. Thank you.
Well, my opponent has a fine definitions of equality, men and women equality, but you have said that women are naturally weak, and I'm saying that it is not gender equality. What we want to focus on now is the role of women and men in the society, how whether they get education, whether they get promoted in their work, and they are not equal. A simple example, the karate team, all of them are men. You say the majority are women, but that is not equal. I myself register for karate team, but
Because I can see nowadays, even with the UN SDG, with the third goal of gender equality, how they try hard to promote the women to be equal, not just equal, but higher than men. Can you see that? Also, what happened with the natural disaster, we see in our country with the flood, how with the president of Earth try to promote that save women, save women, save women, not just children, also bring old people, not the young and old people not mentioned in here, but women we can see how social and economy they try to promote women equal in the world with the we are living in here. See how of it? See it? So we cannot say that women is equal to a fact because of social economy. They also provide not equal to the men. They try hard to equal it. They try hard to promote women equal and to be higher than them. So we can say that woman is equal to a fact because of her nature. In the nature, people try to save women because they believe that woman is weaker than men. So we still strongly disagree that woman is equal to a fact with natural disaster because of social economy. That's wrong. Thank you.
I'll take you to the candy shop. Order one taste of what I got. I'll have you spending all you got. Keep going till you hit the spot. Whoa.
I'll take you to the candy shop. I'll let you lick the lollipop. Go ahead, girl, don't you stop. Keep going till you hit the spot. Whoa.
I'll take you to the candy shop. Order one taste of what I got. I'll have you spending all you got.